Hey everybody, Arch here. Just out in the yard cleaning up Halloween decorations, and thought it'd be fun to talk about the watch I'm wearing right now, and that's the uh, Rolex Explorer 40 millimeter. I wanted to do a Submariner video, but just never had the right time, right place. And I don't stage. I'm just bad at staging photos and videos and whatnot. And literally, I've been wearing this watch on nights and weekends, and really just weekends. Um, Unless I'm, really banging around or something. And yeah, so I thought I would talk about it. I think this watch is I don't know, it just surprises me quite a bit how much I really like it. Uh, and just thought I would do like a little bit of story time. It's interesting because I would say personally that a Submariner for me is the ultimate like one watch collection. It's like a great one and done watch. Um, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the regular. You can see my hands. I'm a rough and tumble guy, so that's how my hands are. It's again no staging, no bullshit. Um, uh, I feel like honestly fuck guys. I looked at every damn watch that I had access to. I looked at, I mean the boutique, the Hyde Park jewelers over in Cherry Creek Mall and all the other boutiques that they own in the mall. It's it's everything I might want to look at, all things considered. I mean, they have everything you can think of: Longines, Panerai, Zenith. There's an Omega boutique. I'm pretty sure they own it. There's a Rolex boutique. There's like a year and a half ago they had a killer Grand Seiko selection. They kind of moved it out and off into like a small uh, section of their jewelry shop, and now there's a Grand Seiko like little mini boutique in there. There's a huge Tudor boutique. It's like its own giant space um, there. And honestly, I mean, I did my best. I did my best to like look at all the different brands and different watches, and I don't really necessarily want to poo-poo any particular ones, but like I was like I really wanted to like some of the Omegas, really wanted to like some of the Zeniths. Definitely, probably the closest that I came to liking another brand or another watch was some of the Grand Seikos. Uh, but honestly, like the watch for me that was just like not a Submariner that fit the best was a different Rolex. And for me it just comes down to this watch is just a great little uh, what would you say, just it's like a no nonsense, not super flashy, not super I don't know, just like obviously a Rolex or obviously a fancy watch. I feel like this is a pretty under the radar watch, which is kind of like what I wanted. I wanted like, it's kind of funny, like definitely not something that's like, oh, it's more suitable as a dress watch or whatever. I really just wanted something that was like more low key than a Submariner. And again, like the Sub, I'll do a video on it. My Submariner is so banged up and scratched up and stuff. It's kind of a bummer. It's just inside them, but I'm not gonna go get it. Again, I'm just not. I have a few minutes to record a little video, and I'm not gonna sit here staging shit, for it. Uh, but some of the things that I really, instead of like talking shit about some of the other watches, I'm just gonna say what I liked about this watch, and you can assume that means there's things I don't like about some of the other watches, I suppose. But I just love how simple this watch is. It's obviously just like it is minimalism perfected in my mind. It's simple, it's freaking gorgeous, it is absolutely perfectly made. But yeah, I love the low profile, like as far as it doesn't stick out far, but nice big crown on this thing. So many watches like just don't get the crown right. This is a perfect crown in my opinion. I thought in the photos that I wouldn't like the polished bezel, but I actually really like the polished bezel. I like the kind of subtly rounded um, case sides. It's funny because it looks, even I'm looking at the screen right here, it looks like way more rounded than it actually is. It's very subtle, and I actually really like it. I don't love the way it looks on camera or in pictures, but I really like it in person. I love the Rolex, no nonsense case back. I think that's really cool. Um, the 639 are just the perfect text. The luminosity of the whatever the Rolex glow material is called is just ideal. I love the color of it. I love the batons. Uh, Everything about this watch I just really like. I could not have the Mercedes hand on there. I would love it if that was just a regular uh, straight with some lume in it. Would love less text on the dial. I think personally, Rolex, I mean, probably one of the things that I think they nail better than anybody else that I've handled, at least for the money, unless you're going to like a $40,000 watch maybe or something. Um, they just nail the bracelet and the clasp. They just nail it. Every other watch is like so not great. I mean, like Omega, Jesus, they're it's just so bad in comparison, at least. Um, Again, Grand Seiko, that'd be my number one niggle with Grand Seiko is like, Jesus, man, it is just so not this, and I'm not trying to poo-poo on other people's shit, of course. It's just that, like, I did not want to necessarily get another Rolex. As a matter of fact, when I went, I know that the way that they seem to like roll at the jewelers where Rolexes are sold is they're kind of like encouraged to use their leverage to sell other things. And I just told the guy, I was like, dude, I've been to the other areas of the store. I've been to the other boutiques you guys own, and it wouldn't matter if like some of the Omegas or Grand Seikos were $2,000. I still just wouldn't have it because like it's just I value my time and space, and like I'm not going to use my space for a watch that I don't love. And the guy was like, he was like, dude, you're speaking my language, man. He was like, I get it. I totally get it. And so waiting list wise, it took me about 3 months to get my Submariner date, and this one took I don't know, like 7 months, something like that. And literally I just emailed him a few times and just like, hey, the last time I emailed him a video of my sub in the shop, just like, hey, it's all banged up. I love this watch. I'm using it. And he literally texted me right back that same day. He was like, hey, man, I know you wanted to explore, and I just got a couple. One's got your name on it if you want it. So I said, hell yeah, I'll take it. Anywho, running out of time. I got to go somewhere 2 minutes late at 2 o'clock. Palabra tu Maje, questions, comments, concerns. Maybe we'll do a comparison with the sub here later. Have a great day.